There's a retirement strategy no one is talking about, and it could completely change how you think about work, money, and what it really means to be retired. We've all been told the same story. Work hard for 30 or 40 years, save as much as you can, and then you'll finally have the freedom to do what you want. But what if that story is wrong? What if there's another path, one that gives you more freedom now? Not decades from now. A path that helps you avoid burnout, spend more time doing what you love, and still reach your financial goals. In this video, I'll share what this strategy is, how it differs from other popular retirement strategies, and how to actually implement it. For most people, retirement has always meant one thing. You work full-time for decades, save as much as possible, and once you've accumulated enough, you finally stop working altogether. Retirement is a finish line of sorts, and it's all or nothing. It's a specific phase of life where you're no longer working. It's often associated with old age, gray hairs, and declining health. There are a couple big problems with this understanding of retirement. The first is that some people never get to fully enjoy it. Health issues, burnout, or simply waiting too long can rob them of the chance to experience the life they worked so hard for. Others reach that finish line and feel lost. After years of having work define their purpose and identity, the sudden lack of structure and meaning can be jarring. This is why full retirement shouldn't be the ultimate goal. The concept of retirement, at least as we know it today, is actually pretty new. It only became common in the mid-1900s when Social Security and company pensions made it possible for people to stop working at a certain age. Before that, though, most people either worked as long as they were able or relied on their families for support. In many ways, the modern idea of retirement is still in its infancy, and it was designed for a completely different world than the one we live in today. And because it's still new, the way we understand retirement is evolving rapidly. There have been several evolutions or alternatives to this traditional notion of retirement, and there's one that stands above all the rest. Surprisingly, it's one that very few are talking about. The new retirement strategy that no one is talking about is semi-retirement. Semi-retirement is when you cover your expenses through a mix of active income and passive income from your investments. Instead of waiting until your investments can cover all of your expenses, you start to use a small portion, maybe 1 to 2% of your portfolio each year to supplement your income and create more time freedom now. If you withdraw less than 4 or 5% per year, which is the amount that experts say is safe to withdraw each year in retirement and never run out of money, this will allow your investments to continue to grow in the background toward financial independence while alleviating the need to earn a high income to completely cover all of your expenses. Think about it. How many more options for earning income would be available to you if you only needed to cover a portion of your expenses? Work may not be optional like it is at full financial independence, but semi-retirement could open so many more options for you. Let's walk through an example. Let's say someone earns $100,000 per year before taxes, spends $60,000 per year, and has amassed $1 million in their investment portfolio. And based on research on safe withdrawal rates, we know that their portfolio would be able to generate $40,000 to $50,000 per year without the risk of ever depleting their assets. This means that this person doesn't have enough to traditionally retire, since they can't fully cover all of their expenses from their portfolio. Work is not yet fully optional. But what would life look like if they took a semi-retirement approach? If they started to withdraw 2% of their portfolio each year, that would mean they're using $20,000 each and every year to cover their living expenses. And this would mean that they would only need to generate $40,000 a year in active income. Even if we assume this is after tax, that would mean this person would need to earn about $45,000 per year before taxes. This is more than a 50% reduction in their work. If their employer offers part-time work, they could simply reduce their hours. If not, they'd be able to pursue other types of employment to reduce their income. Part-time work, contract work, or even seasonal employment. It's not full retirement, but it allows you to live more like your future retired self today. To understand why semi-retirement is so powerful, let's compare it to other common paths. First, there's traditional retirement. You save for decades, hit a magic number or reach a specific age, and then stop working completely. You finally get your freedom, but you had to delay it for 30 or 40 years. The next option is early retirement, popularized by the FIRE movement over the past 2 decades. This approach takes the same idea but accelerates the timeline. Save aggressively, invest a large portion of your income, and reach full retirement decades earlier. It's inspiring, but it still treats retirement like an on-off switch where you stop working completely. Semi-retirement breaks this binary. It's not about escaping work. It's about redefining it and finding a better balance. There's a popular phrase where you either fit life around your work or you fit your work around your life. Semi-retirement helps you create the life you want and then fit work in all around the edges. You sacrifice some time to reach full financial independence in exchange for a lot more freedom and flexibility and fulfillment right now. But because you're still earning some income, you don't need as much saved. You can step back sooner, reduce your stress, and give yourself time to recover and grow. Here's one of the greatest ironies of early retirement. Knowing so many people who have retired early, the vast majority actually continue to do some sort of productive work. So if you're gonna keep working in some capacity, even when you no longer have to, why not make the transition earlier? Semi-retirement is the sweet spot between the other 2 extremes that treat retirement and work as 2 distinct phases. Those who have followed this channel for a while know that my husband and I are taking an unconventional path to financial independence. Our goal is to create our ideal lives along the way so that when we get there, it just feels like another day. We've embraced a similar strategy called Coast-Fi, where we've stopped saving for retirement. If you think of financial freedom as a spectrum, Coast-Fi is the milestone right before semi-retirement. While we're not yet actively withdrawing from our portfolio to support our expenses, we do plan to embrace a semi-retired strategy sometime in the near future. Just like some people think it's too risky or foolish to stop investing altogether, like with Coast-Fi, some will think the same about semi-retirement. But it seems like the right choice for us because 1, tomorrow's not guaranteed, and 2, it doesn't have to be a forever decision. If the markets go down or something changes, we can always earn more income, but we can't get back our time and our freedom. For us, it's all about prioritizing our time over having more money than we know what to do with. If you're interested in pursuing semi-retirement, here are 3 steps to make it a reality. First, figure out where you are on your wealth building journey. Have you accumulated enough to withdraw 1 to 2% and make a meaningful difference? We have a free Coast-Fi calculator that will help you determine if you've reached Coast-Fi and how long until you reach financial independence. I'll put a link in the description below. If you're past Coast-Fi but not yet fully financially independent, there's a good chance you could semi-retire. Next, calculate how much you still need to earn. Take your current investment balance and multiply by 2%. This isn't a hard rule, just a helpful starting point. Figure out how much 2% of your portfolio would provide, then subtract it from your annual expenses. What's left is how much you need to earn from active income. Think of this as after-tax income. For example, if your expenses are $60,000 and your portfolio can generate $20,000 per year, you'd only need to earn $40,000 a year. Understanding this number is critical because it shows you which options are available to you. Finally, start making changes to optimize for your time. Identify how you'd like to earn active income so you can buy back more of your time. If you only need to earn half of what you currently make, what opportunities does that open up Do you want to work part-time, work 6 months out of the year, find a job that pays more but requires less time, or shift to that dream job that pays significantly less? There's no single path for semi-retirement. The options are only limited by your creativity. Maybe that's why no one's talking about semi-retirement. Because the options are limitless, it's hard to see the trend or count the people already living this life. My friend Mel, who runs Modest Millionaires, left her corporate job to start a financial coaching business. She now covers most of her expenses through her work and withdraws a small amount from her portfolio each year so that she can take summers off with her kids, all while her investments continue to grow in the background. If she can do it and take this semi-retirement approach, I know many of you could too. Once you understand that the goal isn't to stop working forever, but to find a life that's meaningful and balanced, I think you'll come to appreciate semi-retirement as well. If you want more examples of semi-retirement to inspire your own journey, watch this video here. I walk through 3 different examples of how to embrace a semi-retired lifestyle. And as always, thanks for watching and enjoy the journey.